Okay.
Yep.
Ready? Okay. Gary, a very pleasing evening for you.
Very pleasing. I mean, it's a super result for us first and foremost. But the tactic worked. We knew they were a bit lively here, and we had to quieten the crowd. We certainly did that. And then when we got it, we had to try and play and open them up a little bit. And I thought, of course, we've done it 3 times, and 3 great goals. I thought were fantastic goals. We've probably got to keep the ball a little bit longer at these teams, but I didn't want us to be open. I thought it was going to be a very tight game, and I thought we had the legs to go and break on them, and we did that. And to be fair to them, they were magnificent to the man. How much effort that it takes to concentrate for that long when you've got a team that are that lively when they're at home, because they are lively, and Nathan's got them moving and running, and you've got to pick up every runner, you've got to stop every cross. They're dangerous in the middle, they try and put people in, but it was a great result because the boys stuck to the plan and showed on 3 occasions that we had good goals in us.
And they were terrific goals, weren't they? 2 of the goals on the break in particular.
Yeah.
You must have been delighted with it.
Absolutely delighted, and again, you can't defend your goal for 90 minutes and not ever get over the halfway line. And I thought we was really professional on the day. That was a professional job. We've disappointed a very good team. We've disappointed a very good management team, and we've disappointed a very good crowd at a club that's got every chance of going up to the next level, and especially in the position we're in, it's a massive result, and credit to the boys and the 100 or so supporters that were here. Brilliant, good that they saw it, because they've been up and down the country and not seeing us particularly win, but great that they see us win today.
And credit must be given, I know you'll give credit to the whole team, but Liam Davis and Carl Wootton both making their full Cheltenham debuts today, both played major parts in the win.
They were magnificent, and nobody was less than magnificent, but as you brought them 2 up, they were also magnificent, and that's a lot of work to do. That is up front on your own, and having to just cut out angles, cut out some of the passes, even though sometimes you're not tackling as a one up front, you've just got to cut out channels to make sure they don't get passing channels, which we knew they would play. So I was really, really pleased with that, and of course I know what Liam does, and you can see his ability and his quality with his touch and on the ball, and as he gets fitter he'll get more and more effective.
You made a change at half time. Carl Winchester injured?
Yeah, he was. He just felt his hamstring. He wanted to play on, but in a game like today, I couldn't afford anyone at 90%, let alone not at 100. Like at 80, which he was. So, we got players that can come on and do the job, and they did. Billy came on and done it. Stos see it out, and who's the other one we brought on? Obviously Righty, and they all, got into the plan straight away. So I was really, really pleased with that.
We've talked about this a little bit before, but you have now got, with the transfer window, you really have got a strong squad that you can look round and say options all over the place, and different formations as well.
Yeah, because sometimes when you get new players in, they're not quite as fit as you'd like them to be. So every game that we go forward with, if we can win them, we get the 3 points, and they get an extra bit of fitness in them, because Liam's sort of last games in Sweden were sort of a month ago. If you look at Carl Winchester, wasn't getting regular games at Oldham, so he wasn't playing 90 minutes. And you've got Dan Ullman, who's only just coming back. There's lots of little things that I've got to keep my eye on and use the squad as and when I can.
You say that occasionally you wish the ball had been kept, but there were times when the possession football was really good, and that can only breed confidence.
Yeah, it is confidence, and it's about making little angles and getting in little spaces and having the presence of mind and the quality to find. I thought my centre halves were finding great little passes from the back there. Of course, they're going to be put under pressure, but they lost concentration once or twice, but they had to defend, quite often in there, and we did. And then when we got it, there was times we thought, please don't kick it, and they didn't, and we kept it, and it looked decent, and we ended up in their half in good possession. So, no, we'll pick a lot up from that. We will, and move on.
And potentially, I guess, one of the big things is that you can go in and say you've taken on a team who prior to today had lost 3 in 19. You've beaten them on their own ground. Now, for the games coming up, should get some confidence from that.
Well, we scored 3 goals as well at their home ground, So, yeah, we hope that once you get that first win, that's always the start of hopefully a run. You don't know that, but we need a run. And the table looks a little bit sweeter today. We're still because you know that in the next couple of wins takes you into mid-table sort of thing. So and a weight room, everybody worrying about the future of the club, but we're not there yet. But today showed that we got the spirit for it, that's for sure.
Okay, thanks so much.
No problem.
You said earlier that it was a horses for courses selection. Have those horses played themselves in for another course on Saturday?
Well, listen, we've got to see who's got the legs. Cranners has took a pretty hefty whack there on his knee. We're hoping that he'll recover, but we had to change him through injury. Obviously, Winchester we got to have a look at with his hamstring. This is why you need a big squad at this stage, and that's why we've had to have a big squad. And unfortunately, people have been left behind. I mean, Pike, they've not been left behind for any reason, but Pikey was ill, so there's his reason. But at the moment, I've got to mix and match the squad. Munsey wasn't on the bench last week, he was this week. Stoz wasn't the week before. I've just got to make sure that I try and keep them all as interested as I can, but while we're still winning football matches.
Had you been playing this game on January the 7th, 6 of that starting lineup wouldn't have been registered with the club. It just goes to show how different the month, the squad at the end of the month is to the one that started.
When you look at the new group now, right, and with this result, we should have beat Plymouth, we should have beat Bradford. If you're thinking I'm pie in the sky, then tell me, but we should have beat them. We beat Accrington, we beat Leicester. Do you know what I mean? So that group has had not a bad run now. 2 good league wins, a good league performance against Plymouth. Did we have another league one in there that we won, of course? So it ain't done bad, that new group.
Your phone's been buzzing as
we said it. Probably my missus telling me.
It's missus rather than somebody coming.